Wait, there's no fucking way. You insta-kill them? If they touch you? The fuck is this bullshit? Am I Rick Sanchez? I think I'm Rick Sanchez. I'm Whippy Rick! So you want to play Samurai, I don't blame you. While other people have to be smart and hit their buttons in special orders, you get the perk of being God, and one of the largest perks of being God is being able to walk into your PvP match, place your cat on top of your keyboard, go out, get lunch, go inside, fuck your bitch, and then come back, and by the time you're already done, you've already won your match. And I know that I can end this video right here, slap you on the ass, say welcome to High Elo, but on the off chance that you don't have a cat to place on top of your keyboard, and even the rarer chance that you don't have a bitch to fuck, I'd better show you guys the ropes. So keep up, there's a lot of bullshit to read, but no one has time for all of that. Let's get started. First skill, your slash mash ass blast is a 3-hit basic combo that does basic damage, but you can enhance it with other abilities so that way it will have a few different effects and all become AoE abilities. The 3-part combo varies in strength, first one being the weakest, second one being the strongest, and the third one being a little bit in between. First part of your enhanced combo is a
Stop right there, criminal scum!
Second part of your enhanced combo is a Third part of your enhanced combo is a You'll be tossing these abilities in between your stronger skills. The freeze ability is most noteworthy as it's a great tool to set up your stronger skills. The second enhanced ability I tend to use after using my strongest skills to finish off low HP targets. And the third ability I use to escape and get a little extra HP to help decentivize chasing me. The next ability is Yasuo Z. Sultan. This shit makes you stickier than a $5 whore when rent is due. You get 3 charges that replenish, and as you use it, your 3-part combo is enhanced. Oh hey look, as I was explaining this, the game gave me diamond. Man, this class is great. Your next ability is Big Ass Wave Part 1 and Big Ass Wave Part 2. And holy fuck does this shit slap. Using this ability you feel like you could be the rival to Guts. I mean look at this shit, I'm probably hitting dummies in different zip codes. I can guarantee you right now, in the first there's some striking dummy getting his nuts tickled by the wind on this shit. And let me just tell you, there's absolutely nothing better than watching a healer's HP go from 100 to 40% because you decided to click 2 little buttons. Alright, I gotta broaden my horizon a little bit. So, for all my role players, which one of these samurais does your character most relate to? Is it 1, Tom Cruise from The Last Samurai, Samuel L. Jackson from Afro Samurai,
Hey, that motherfucking RPG?
or Samurai Jack, well, from Samurai Jack? The correct answer is none of them, since you all look like this kid from Pokemon.
My search continues.
Next ability up is the Long Slap of the Law. This ability is by far the biggest gap between your average samurai player and your high elo samurai player. Since this skill requires you to stay still for the approximate of an entire Dragon Ball Z fight, it's easy for it to get interrupted, so I often use this ability after I get my enhanced freeze. It's a stun, which means that it's good. Use it. Moving on, we have Shitten. This is what allows your ult to actually insta-kill people. But when your ult is below 80%, this will literally just counter-strike people that attack you. It's free damage and you should be using it on cooldown. And finally, the best fucking ult in PvP, the Rick Sanchez. I honest to God believe that the PvP team was on vacation and an intern's unsuccessful coked up older brother broke into the Square Enix office and added this ultimate. But because the Final Fantasy XIV community is so unbearably nice, they didn't want to tell them that they had to remove it, so they just left it in. There is literally no counterplay to this in solo queue. I constantly see diamond players and crystal players getting 100 to 0 from this. And sure, you could just not hit the samurai, but I guarantee you that your dragoon or warrior will accidentally AoE the motherfucker, and then bam, there goes the entire team fight. In summary, now that I'm almost crystal, Square Enix, please nerf the fuck out of this. Alright, let's go over your all-in combo. First I'll do a demonstration, then I'll break it down. Alright, let's break this down. First, we got Big Ass Wave Part 1, then we got Stun, then we got Big Ass Wave Part 2, then we have Long Dick of the Law, then we have our Dash, our Freeze, Dash, Kill, Dash, Heal. Alright gents, I'm going to give you the real secret on how you climb with Samurai. The way that I climb with Samurai is I use a technique called the kamikaze. In the very start of the match, when everyone starts running to the center, you're immediately going to dash on the very first person that you can find. Once this happens, everyone is going to target you. I count out loud 1 Mississippi as soon as I dash, and as soon as that happens, I pop my shield and I start floating back to my team. You'll be amazed the amount of resources that the enemy team will just waste on your shield. This play is high risk, high reward, but with a lot of practice, you'll be surprised the amount of games that you'll start winning using this technique. As always, let's analyze one of my games and see what I've done right and what I've done wrong. As you can see, I did the kamikaze technique, burning a lot of the enemy's resources and letting us get the kill on the warrior. So some people would say I'm doing the right thing, some people would say I'm doing the wrong thing. In my opinion, I should be helping the team with the warrior that's sitting on the point and not fucking around with the machinist. Warriors can be extremely difficult to take down, and you kind of need to have the entire team there. One thing that I see a lot in lower elo games is that people aren't using their pots. You want to make sure that you are going into major engagements with all your resources. My general rule of thumb is that if I am below 50%, I'm going to try to use my pot to get back my mana. We can see that this machinist wants to get into that health pack area. Because we have our stun, we want to capture that health pack so that way as soon as he comes out of his guard, we can stun him and kill him. In my opinion, this ult that I'm about to do is actually not necessary. I should be saving my resources because it is a 3 vs 5. If it was a 4 vs 5, then maybe it would be necessary. But right now I'm just burning resources that I could need later. So looking back at this footage, I can see that I stayed in this fight way too long. I should have backed out, I should have repositioned myself to fight a better fight. But also looking at it, I can see that I died to two ultimates, the Black Mage and the Machinist. Sometimes that just happens, sometimes there's really not that much that you can do. And this is an example on why repositioning is so important. I saw that I was in a fight that was essentially a losing fight by myself. I repositioned and waited for my teammates to come in, and by the time I circled around, there were weakened targets for me to help take out. I honestly think this is one of my favorite parts of playing Samurai, is that people just straight up don't want to fight you. And with that being said, that should cover everything you need to know to play Samurai. Go out there, win some games, and remember, always bully the range. And if you have a suggestion on what class I should do next, leave it down in the comments. Also, if you watched all of this video, that means that you admitted that you don't got a bitch to fuck.